Okay, I got a fun one here. Want to talk about some hardcore, sheer terror, and blood for blood. Then in the middle there, I'm just going to throw in several strange one-off albums from my collection that are worlds apart from hardcore. So I'm not a big hardcore guy, but the stuff I still have in my collection is for a reason. It's because I think it's great. So let's get into it. First band is Sheer Terror. They're a band from New York City. And the first album is called Just Can't Hate Enough. It's considered by many to be their classic. A lot of metal influences. It's an over brought up thing, but there's a ton of Celtic Frost influence in there. And I have this right here, Bulldog Edition. It's a double disc compilation of a lot of their first couple albums. A lot of songs on there. Live at CBGB 7-inch, and some cover songs, unreleased songs. It's a great collection. And my favorite song on here is 3-Year Bitch from Thanks for Nothing. Another thing I liked about Sheer Terror is that they didn't really do the whole tough guy New York hardcore thing. It was just kind of more of a general bad attitude, and I just found it more endearing in a funny way. But that brings me to their album from, when was this? 1995, Love Songs for the Unloved. This is one of my favorite CDs. It's a lot of fun. I mean, Love Songs for the Unloved, A Tale of Moran, Jimmy's High Life, Drunk Divorce, Downhill Fast, College Boy, and my favorite, For Rudy the Kraut. It's a song that usually I wouldn't have thought I'd like. It's a lot of horns, kind of a sing-along, kind of a silly vibe, but it's my favorite, and I just love that song. Sheer Terror have done a lot of things in between those releases that I spoke about, and a bunch of stuff after, but not that much though. I've heard it, and I need to check it out again. I really don't have a lot of thoughts on it at this time. So, random CD time. This is an Italian black metal band called Vega. The release is called Cocaine. Again, it's just strange black metal. This came out on Debamer Morty Productions, which is one of the big underground labels these days. Surprised they've been around that long, actually. Totally forgot I had that. I haven't forgotten about this one, but just because of a strange band name, Brown Jenkins. This is a strange mix of black and doom metal. They're American. Well, I think it's a solo project. Came out on Moribund. And it's cool. I had this on the other day. I think I have another album by them, but I can't find it right now. Okay, this is Guapo, or Wapo, I'm not sure how it's pronounced. This seems like a somewhat straightforward progressive rock album. I think from England. It came out on Mike Patton's Ipecac Productions. And one of the members of that band, David J. Smith, has a solo project called The Stargazer's Assistant. And this is more of an ambient project. And from what I understand, they have a couple more albums. Let's get back to hardcore. Blood for Blood, a band from Boston. I think their last recorded material was back in like 2004, I want to say. And they've had a strange history since, lineup changes and all kinds of things going on. The first album was called Spit My Last Breath, but I came on board with their first album on Victory Records, Revenge on Society. This is one of the most angriest albums I've ever heard. My favorite songs on here are probably A Bitch Called Hope, Die Laughing, and I Am the Enemy. Remember, I bought this when I was probably 16, 17 on a school band trip to Chicago. Unfortunately, it's probably not even there anymore, but I remember there was like a Virgin mega store in downtown Chicago, and I bought this and a couple other things. I think mostly rap albums, actually. After that was my favorite release by Blood for Blood, Living in Exile. This is a 9-song EP. My favorite songs on here are the title track, Living in Exile, and Anywhere But Here. This is one of my favorite hardcore releases, period. I guess one 9 out of 10. After that, Wasted Youth Brew came out. This is a compilation of live stuff, unreleased tracks, and probably some 7 inches. Nothing on here particularly grabbed me, but I think, again, this is unreleased material, so I have heard what they put out after Living in Exile, and I know a lot of thoughts on it, so I'm gonna give some newer Sheer Terror and Blood for Blood a listen, because they're the 2 names from the 90s hardcore that stick out to me. So thanks a lot. See you next time.